Have you ever noticed how the idea of legacy grows clearer as the years gather behind us? Not in the sense of monuments or headlines, but in the enduring gifts we leave to those we care for, our lessons, our stories, and yes, the practical things as well. By this point in your life, you've probably weathered more than a few storms, made decisions with decades of wisdom behind them, and perhaps have witnessed the peace or chaos that estate planning brings to families. So today, let's pull up a chair and have an honest and empowering conversation about estate planning. It's not just about paperwork, it's about securing your legacy with intention. Let's start with a fundamental insight. Estate planning is not about wealth, it's about control and kindness. Many people believe you need to be a millionaire for this to matter, but truly, estate planning is for anyone who owns possessions, has loved ones, or cares about where their treasures, big or small, will end up. It's about giving yourself and your loved ones a roadmap. Imagine two families, one where a parent left clear instructions and a will, another where nothing was written down. The family with a will, even if modest, likely navigates far less confusion and stress. Estate planning is, at its heart, an act of love and respect. The practical step here is to simply begin. Take an inventory of your assets, debts, and special items you want to pass along. Even a basic list is a powerful first chapter. Here's something else worth considering. A well-crafted will is only one part of the puzzle. Over the years, you may have seen families torn apart by misunderstandings over sentimental things. A quilt, a photograph, Grandpa's watch. Your will can address these details, specifying who receives not just financial assets, but the keepsakes that tell your family's story. Personal property memorandums, letters of instruction, these can be part of your plan. Reflect on what objects hold meaning for your loved ones. Is there an item whose story you want to ensure is remembered? Writing it down not only honors those memories, but also spares your family conflict. As you think about these tangible items, another essential insight is this. Powers of attorney are just as crucial as a will. Over the years, you've likely seen or heard of situations where an unexpected illness or accident left someone unable to manage their affairs. Having both a financial and healthcare power of attorney in place ensures that, should you ever be unable to speak for yourself, a trusted person can step in. This isn't just about protecting your finances, it's about giving clarity to your loved ones in times of stress. Who do you trust to make those decisions for you? The action here is to talk with that person now, confirm they're willing and able, and make it official with the proper forms. Let's pause for a moment. As you reflect on your own journey, have you already created a will or put powers of attorney in place? If so, what guided your choices? If not, what's held you back? I invite you to join our community here, sharing your stories so others can learn from your experience. Now, let's talk about something many overlook. Beneficiary designations can override your will. You may have bank accounts, retirement funds, or life insurance policies where you've named someone to receive those assets when you're gone. These designations trump whatever your will says. For example, imagine you changed your will last year to leave everything to your children, but your old retirement account still shows your ex-spouse as beneficiary. When that account is paid out, the beneficiary form, not your will, controls where it goes. So make it an annual habit, review and update those designations alongside your will. Here's a vital distinction that's made a world of difference for many families: the difference between probate and non-probate assets. Probate is the legal process through which a court validates your will and supervises the distribution of your estate. But not everything you own has to go through probate. Retirement accounts with named beneficiaries, joint bank accounts, and property owned in joint tenancy typically bypass probate entirely. Proactively titling assets with payable on death or transfer on death instructions can save your heirs both time and money down the line. Which approach works best depends on your circumstances. In one scenario, a friend who titled her accounts properly provided rapid, smooth access to funds for her family. In another, a neighbor's assets tied up in probate caused needless delays and hardship. Take time to review how your key assets are titled. If you get value from what we have presented, please like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, Ageless Intuition. As life unfolds, another essential truth emerges. You can adjust your plans as circumstances change. Marriages, deaths, new grandchildren, even shifting relationships may mean you need to update your documents. Estate planning is not a set it and forget it task, it's a living process. Every couple of years, take a fresh look. If something in your circle has changed, update your paperwork so your intentions remain clear. Consider setting a reminder for your birthday or perhaps National Estate Planning Awareness Week in October to revisit your documents. It's also vital to address digital assets, something that wasn't even part of estate planning conversations a generation ago. Photos, email accounts, social media profiles, even frequent flyer miles may need to be assigned, closed, or transferred. Make a simple list of your key digital accounts and passwords in a safe place known to your executor or a trusted loved one. Planning for these digital legacies protects your privacy and can preserve memories for family. Now, honesty compels us to recognize that estate planning can bring up old emotions. Perhaps you've experienced difficult family conversations or uncertainty about how to treat heirs fairly. Distributing assets isn't just about numbers on a page. It's often about navigating history, emotion, and sometimes complicated relationships. If that's true in your situation, you're not alone. Sometimes, a facilitator or trusted advisor can help families work through these conversations peacefully. Inviting your loved ones to talk about your intentions can alleviate confusion and even deepen bonds. When was the last time you openly shared your hopes or concerns for your legacy? If you feel comfortable, share your story or tips in our community. Your wisdom matters. Another often overlooked benefit of estate planning is reducing stress and paperwork for those who will one day settle your affairs. You've probably seen how, after a loss, even simple tasks can feel overwhelming for grieving family members. Gifting them with clear, organized documents, a list of accounts, and a simple letter of guidance is one of the kindest farewells you can give. A practical step is to gather all key documents: your will, insurance policies, deeds, account lists, into one folder or binder that's easy to find. As you consider these actions, you may realize that professional guidance can be invaluable, especially as tax laws and regulations evolve. Even for modest estates, an attorney or financial planner familiar with your values can help make sure your documents reflect your wishes and meet legal requirements. If you haven't consulted with a professional, perhaps consider a meeting in the coming months. They can spot blind spots, suggest solutions you may not know about, and bring real peace of mind. Thinking about charitable giving, many people in this life chapter take a moment to consider what causes matter most to them. Adding charity to your will, trust, or beneficiary designations is a meaningful way to express your values beyond your lifetime. Whether it's supporting a local library, hospital, or church, or perhaps passing along a family tradition, your generosity can echo through the years. Even small bequests can make a real difference. If this is meaningful to you, jot down a note about an organization or cause you'd like to remember. It's a simple start. Before we wrap up, take another moment to reflect: what stories or lessons do you want passed down alongside your possessions? Have you considered writing a legacy letter, something that shares your hopes, values, and even some stories with your loved ones. This might be the richest inheritance you ever give. If you get value from what we have presented, please like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, Ageless Intuition. You've lived a life full of stories, growth, and hard-won wisdom. Estate planning is not just a stack of legal documents. It's an ongoing reflection of your priorities, kindness, and practical care for those you love. By organizing your affairs and sharing your intentions, you're granting your family the gifts of clarity, peace, and a sense of being deeply understood. That's as powerful a legacy as any. If you're willing, come back and share your journey with our community. Each story helps another, and we're all in this together, learning as we go. Thanks for watching. Tap that like button and subscribe if this brought you joy today. We're growing thanks to wonderful folks like you. Wishing you a peaceful day wrapped in warmth and love.